push it. Oh.
At almost 2.5, Kyson Seth is holding his own against 3 older brothers.
He's got a big smile. He's got a heart of gold, too.
He also has spina bifida. First spotted on an ultrasound at 18 weeks, Kyson had a lesion where his spine did not fully close. It also caused a malformation where his brain pressed into his neck, and he had hydrocephalus, water on the brain. His parents, Gerald and Stephanie, were given a grim prognosis.
They let us know that he would probably be paralyzed at birth, that he would not probably be able to breathe on his own, so he'd have a trach, a tube in his throat. He would not be able to focus his eyes and possibly lift his head.
But there was a glimmer of hope. They might qualify for a new in utero fetal surgery at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. It would close the spine in hopes of minimizing complications, but it was risky.
I had to think about the fact that I was trying to do what's best for Kyson, but I have 3 other kids. And what happens if I die on that table and I don't come home?
In the end, they decided to give Kyson a shot at the most normal life possible. Stephanie had surgery at 24 weeks, 5 days. Almost immediately, doctors saw the brain issues reverse themselves. Kyson was born nearly 11 weeks later.
We hadn't seen Kyson's left leg move since really right after the in utero surgery. And all of a sudden, he just like, I'm gonna stretch. Both arms move, his head moves a little bit, and both legs move. And it's like, oh my gosh, he's got movement.
Just hearing his cry, it was a relief knowing that he was going to be okay. I knew that no matter what happened, he was going to be okay.
But the work was not over.
Good job, Kyson.
By the time he was 2 months, Kyson was receiving physical therapy at Easter Seals Capper Foundation, where the strides have been enormous.
We were able to get him to roll over, and that's something you didn't expect to see. He was able to sit up on his own. He had a walker for a very short period of time, and literally he took that walker and he just started walking away from it.
Still, questions remain.
Sends electrical current to make the muscles contract.
Though Kyson appears to have some nerve connections to his feet, what he lacks may mean his legs one day will no longer support his body and he'll use a wheelchair. And while he's not needed a shunt or other intervention for fluid on his brain yet, that could change.
What's the future hold for him? Nobody knows. You just know that you have to treat each day as an individual day and keep pushing him best you can, and he's going to tell us what he's going to do.
He's a fighter. Kyson has been a fighter since the days in the womb, and Capper Foundation allows us to take the strengths that he has and to use them and not to give up on him.